Good morning and welcome to the 21st Annual Veterans on Parade here on the Swinford Media Group. We are here set up in downtown Marion and we are ready to go for the annual Veterans on Parade. The veterans making their way down Main Street right now, and they're just about to cross the intersection of Main Street and Court Street here in Marion, Illinois 37. They're making their way. We have a lot of great stuff and a very large parade that's going to be coming your way here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in Marion. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show here as we bring to you the 21st Veterans on Parade. This event is one of many events starting to honor veterans here in Marion. A little later on tonight, we'll have the Freedom Sings that begins this evening right here on Tower Square Plaza. They were over here setting up the stage a little while earlier, and the stage is now all set up and ready to go for Freedom Sings tonight. So if you have nothing else that is occupying you tonight, be sure to come on out and check out the Freedom Sings event here in Marion. I'm going to go ahead and grab my script and see just how many entries we have in this year's parade. I believe it is over 100 this year. A lot of veterans and 4 Gold Star families in this year's parade. And as always, we would like to thank Ed Davis, the parade chair of the Veterans on Parade, for everything he does to bring this event to Marion each and every year. We have members of the Veterans Motorcycle Association here this morning, as well as the first responders from around the region, the American Revolution Color Guard, American Revolution Patriots, and the Banner and Walkers. We also have, as always, the Marion High School football team carrying the flag, the 9/11 flag, with the names of the fallen heroes in that attack, which will be 24 years ago in just a few short days this week. So they'll be carrying that flag. We also have the Betsy Ross flag the football players will be carrying, as well as the color guard. And as I mentioned, many local organizations, Shriners Motor Patrol, a staple at Southern Illinois parades, of course, they'll be here today as well. So lots to look forward to for the 21st Annual Veterans on Parade. It's coming your way. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress knows your sleep is important. That's why our mattress studio is one of the largest in the area. We've got Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and more. Tempur-Pedic mattresses start as low as $28 a month with up to 6 years interest-free financing. And Queen mattresses start at just $179. Plus, enjoy the comfort of our 90-day sleep guarantee and same-day delivery. And now, no credit needed.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
Black Diamond Harley-Davidson presents Why I Ride.
Hi, I'm Les Ingram, and this is Why I Ride. I taught special education for 28 years. I haven't drank in 34 years. I needed something to relieve the stress, and the bike does it wonderfully. I've been riding 34 years. I currently have, through the Harley Owners Group, Ride 365, I have 649,607 miles. As a matter of fact, I don't want to go anywhere on the Harley.
Hello and welcome back to the 21st Annual Veterans on Parade here in downtown Marion. I'm Aaron Price and we're here on Tower Square Plaza as the parade's making its way here to downtown Marion. It started about 15 minutes ago, and a lot of entries in this year's parade, a lot of local veterans and Gold Star families that we'll be honoring in today's parade. We have, of course, the Marching Wildcat Band on the way today as well. That's something to look forward to, as well as several from Marion High School, Marion Junior High, and other schools here in Southern Illinois. So the parade making its way just past the First Baptist Church now, and it will be on its way here to Tower Square Plaza momentarily. Once again, if you're just joining us, we want to remind you that Freedom Sings is tonight here on Tower Square Plaza. It's local veterans who wrote their own songs, and some of them even sing their own songs, but others have singers sing for them here on Tower Square Plaza. So it's a really cool and unique event. If you're not busy tonight, come on out and see the Freedom Sings event here in downtown Marion, a relatively new event, one of many that honors our veterans each and every year here in Marion. Of course, we have the Veterans Honor Flight coming up here this fall as well, out at Veterans Airport, so that'll be another great event that you can check out as we welcome our veterans back home from Washington, D.C. Hey. And I myself can already hear some of the motorcycles making their way here to Tower Square. The Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association is going to lead off the parade along with the Marion Police Department. All right, and as you can see on your screen right now, here they come, the Marion Police Department being led off in this annual parade by the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. So leading off the parade, once again, those were members of the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. Now we have the Sons of the American Revolution Color Guard making their way here through Tower Square Plaza. They have their cannon, as always, there on the back of the trailer. And next up is the Daughters of the American Revolution. And of course, they're followed up by members of our Marion High School football team here in Marion. They're carrying the 9/11 memorial flags here this morning. And next up we have the Williamson County Sheriff's Department with their new Marine unit here in Marion. They are, it's a brand new boat they just purchased, showing colors. And they'll be followed up by members of the Marion Fire Department here.
Go get it, go grab it, right now.
Marion Fire Department with a few trucks here in today's parade. There's Engine 3. They'll be followed up by the Williamson County Fire Protection District with Engine 2150. And they're followed up by the Johnston City Fire Rescue with Engine 3. And following all of our local fire departments, we have United Medical Response.
Competition this year. Hey, girls, go out there and get out.
You don't get it now.
You won't get it now.
Okay.
Go get it, quick.
That one squished. Fire truck right over that
Go, girls.
And next up, as always, is a fan favorite in every parade in our region. We have the Williamson County Shrine Club and the Williamson County Motor Patrol here making their way into Tower Square Plaza. It wouldn't be a parade without the Motor Patrol.
Go, get on. Yep.
Daddy wants something.
Is that the bed?
All right, and next up we have a fan favorite here at the Veterans on Parade as Aerovac Life Team flies over. We have the flag carry. That is the Marion Elks on their way here to Tower Square. The biggest part of the parade for them is figuring out how to fold the flag right to get it through the little one-lane opening here now into Tower Square. It used to be a little bit easier when we didn't have the concrete in the middle, but just having to get a little bit closer nowadays. Once again, those are members of the Marion Elks Club carrying our large American flag onto Tower Square Plaza. They're now joined by Girl Scout troops from across the area, as well as Boy Scout and Cub Scout packs. And then next we have the Southern Illinois University Carbondale Air Force ROTC Color Guard and cadets presenting the American flag as well as flags from the U.S. military this morning. And once again, that was the Marion High School Wildcat Marching Band here on Tower Square Plaza, along with the flag team.
library? Oh yeah.
I've heard. You guys know the library's down there, huh?
All right, so coming up next, we have a Gold Star mother, Melinda Clary, the mother of Sergeant Brian Romines of the U.S. Army. And she's followed by another Gold Star mother, Lisa Short, the mother of Aaron Pickering. Here's the Gold Star family of Lance Corporal Kyle Price of the Marines. And now for our veterans, Wyatt D. Eisenhower, Army. Next up is Don Featheringham. Followed by Wayne Doss, who served in the Marines. And he's followed by Sergeant Carlton. Followed by Gordon Fowler and Todd Test. Next up is Richard Brandon of the U.S. Navy, who served in Vietnam. Followed by David Marani. Next up is Ford Harris. Been in the parade a lot here in Marion. And then next is the Thrillville Thrillbillies and Mountain Dew Park with their Thrillville flag, and Ryder the Rabbit, or excuse me, Bambino is here. Following them is the Veterans Honor Flight Committee. And now for more of our veterans, Sam Brookhouse and Carol E. Woods followed by Jay Carter Ratcliffe and James Little Sr. And they're followed by Bob Sanders of the Army.
I don't need that. I used to do that. I like good ice. I like good ice.
And next up, we have several veterans from the United States Navy as well as the Army representing them. And they're followed by the Marion VFW and American Legion Honor Guard. It's followed by Lauren Taylor and Jim Parker of the Army. As members of the Marion High School dance team. Next up we have Charles Parton and Cloyce Burkham. Next we have the Marion VFW, post 1301. Here is Lori Kreitz, the VFW 15th District President, along with the District 15 Commander. Next up is David Morgan of the Air Force and George L.H. Stone of the Navy Reserve. And next up is the Carbondale Middle School Marching Cougars. Next up is Ronald Dobbs of the U.S. Army. Next up is members of the Marion VA Medical Center. Next up is Kevin Johnson of the Army. They're followed by Lindy Cash.
That's not bad for the VA.
Next up we have Chris Williamson of the U.S. Navy and Lon Richard of the Army. Next up is Dick Musgrave of the U.S. Army, a Vietnam veteran. Followed by Corporal Pat Musgrave of the Marine Corps. And next up we have Tom Harness of the United States Army coming through in his Jeep. Tom, a good friend of the Swinford Media Group. And he's followed by Barbara Webb of the Army. Next up is Ray Bain, CB, honoring him. Served from 1968 to 1970. Next up we have Shane Pettigrew of the U.S. Army, who served as a paratrooper. He's followed by J.C. Jones of the Army and Stephen Walrack of the Army. Next up is the Marching Warriors of the DuQuoin Middle School. All right, so once again, that was the DuQuoin Middle School Band. And we have some more of our local veterans making their way in now. Here's George Williams of the 82nd Airborne Division. followed by Sergeant John Moreland of the Air Force. And next is Dave Lockwood of the Army and Wayne Corzine of the Army as well. They're followed by Sergeant Ron High of the U.S. Air Force. And next is Ray Kopp of the U.S. Navy. Followed by Staff Sergeant Kip Dillow. We're on 120. No, we're on 120. Yeah. And next up is Colonel Lance Hefeli of the U.S. Air Force. He's followed by Sergeant Ernie Tassone of the U.S. Army. Next is Larry Bimsdorfer of the Army National Guard. Followed by Jack Beggs of the U.S. Army. And next we have Bill Tinault. Followed by T.J. Driscoll. And then here is Bob Russell, served in the Air Force, a Vietnam veteran. He's been in the parade several times. Here's a float in memory of Jesse Burris, who served in World War II. And here is the Shawnee Detachment of the Marine Corps League, number 812. That's a cool little, not sure how well you can see it on our screen, but they got one of those cool looking fans that projects a 3D image on the side of their float. And next is Josh and Sarah Fry, retired Air Force, and that green Ford Bronco you just saw. Next up is Lance Corporal Herb Robinson. Next up is Chad Johnson of the U.S. Army, along with Staff Sergeant Noah Mayer, Colin Dover, and Anthony Alsip. Following them is Club VIP DJ Services, playing some nice music for us this morning. And next up is Roy Keshi of the United States Air Force, along with members of Troop Veterinary Services. And now we have Pepsi Mid-America passing out my favorite soda, Mountain Dew. They picked the right thing for Marion. And next up we have the SMBC. These are all riders of the same company, same organization, all veterans. Next up are members of Arnold View Free Will Baptist Church. Transporting some veterans and former members of the Veterans Honor Flight this morning. And now we have Ronnie Evans, Master Sergeant, a Vietnam veteran. They're followed by Charlie Davis of the U.S. Army, Corporal Charlie Davis. And next we have members of Project Die Hard. Followed by Chris Adams of the U.S. Army. Next up is Sergeant Ted Schaefer of the U.S. Army. Followed by Hank Dieters, William Mayers of the Navy, and several others of Cedar Grove Methodist Church. And next is Down the Leash Service Dogs, vets helping vets. We have previewed them quite a bit on the Swinford Media Group, a really cool local organization that trains and gives service dogs to veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. All of those dogs you see are therapy dogs that are extremely trained. They go through sometimes years of training to become a service dog. And Down the Leash also transporting some of our local veterans. They include Jay Rosberg, Tommy Stevens of the Air Force and Army, Tony Eaton, Doug Hexaber, and Ty Schultz. There could be more on the other side. I'm not able to see, but those. And next we have Kenneth Hall of the U.S. Army. Followed by Richard Hall of the U.S. Air Force. Next we have Lester Burklow of the U.S. Army. And now we have members of the Army National Guard, Illinois National Guard, right here in Marion. Of course, we want to thank them for being a great sponsor for our Wildcat Game Day and Game of the Week, as well as many other events here in Southern Illinois. And now for our final marching band of the morning, as we nearly wrap up the parade, we have the Harrisburg High School Marching Bulldogs. is the Harrisburg High School Marching Bulldogs, rounding out our marching bands. A newcomer to this year's Veterans on Parade, and looking sharp, I will say, as they make their way into Tower Square Plaza. We'll probably see them and many others next weekend over at the Apple Festival Parade. You can watch that live here on the Swinford Media Group as well. We'll be followed up by Vernell's Trucking and Legions Bank to round out this year's parade. So we have American Monument Company transporting some veterans: Timothy Quigley, Paul Robinson, Harold Adams, and William Patterson. And next up we have Legions Bank handing out some candy here this morning. And it appears they will be the last entry of this year's parade, along with members of the Marion Police Department. So once again, we thank you for joining us for this year's Veterans on Parade, the 21st annual parade. As always, thank you to Ed Davis, the mastermind behind this whole production. Each and every year has been doing it for 21 years, and many more, I'm sure, here in downtown Marion. If you'd like to watch a rebroadcast of this feed, I know we had some more issues with Facebook. We're needing to get that worked on before next weekend, but if you've missed any of it, the full broadcast is available on YouTube, and we thank you for watching this morning for the 21st annual Veterans on Parade here on the Swinford Media Group.